Hello, I'm Gil Zilkha. Welcome to my channel, Essential Classical Music, where we look at the best recordings of the classical music repertoire. This video is taken out of my larger video on solo vocal works. I hope you enjoy it. Now we come to another in the line of the great German lieder composers. This one was a little bit later in the 19th century. Hugo Wolf, who actually modeled himself after Wagner and Wagner's chromaticism, the shifting chords. He was very prolific. Next to Schubert, he might have been the most prolific of the German lieder composers. So it's a little bit daunting getting into Wolf for the first time. My first recommendation would be this lieder recital I mentioned earlier of Barbara Bonney's from the mid-90s with Jeffrey Parsons on piano. 1989, I believe, is the date, with some Strauss selections. So this includes some Wolf songs and Bonney's radiant, beautiful, sweet tone. Really does a good job of selling these works. In fact, the shifting chords, it actually, the smoothness of her tone actually helps with that. For example, the beautiful way she sings Verschwiegene Liebe, Secret Love. That was one of the songs that were based on poems from Edward Merica. Just beautifully done by Bonney on this recital. I do also, however, want to mention an older recital from this consummate Wolfian, Elizabeth Schwarzkopf. This is when she was especially in prime voice, 1953. It's a live recital from Salzburg, and she just sounds gorgeous. The sound is actually not bad. It's fairly clear for a live recital. Just sounding beautiful, and as we'll talk more about Schwarzkopf and Wolf, but his songs really they did well with people who put a lot of emphasis on the text and the meaning, which Schwarzkopf definitely did. And then you have on piano, guess who? Wilhelm Furtwängler. Someone who knew something about late romantic German chromaticism. So you have these two artists who are very simpatico, and it's very touching at times. Just wonderful depth from both of them. So another recital that should sell you on Wolf. And then we have, I mentioned Edward Merica. We have this collection of Merica lieder from the other singer who is really indelibly associated with Hugo Wolf, Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau. In fact, again, it's saying a lot, but I would consider this one of his crowning achievements. I mean, he's just born to sing these songs. He brings the dramatic element, the beautiful tone, being able to shift color and shift emotions. And it was recorded in the late 50s with Gerald Moore, so he's in absolute prime voice. For example, Lebwohl is one of those dramatic, intense Merica lieder where the poet is just despondently saying goodbye. Just lots of varying moods in both in the poetry and the musical writing. Really rich stuff, and you get most of them here. I think there was like 53 in all of the Merica lieder, and here you get I think somewhere like 40 or so. So really great set. And then finally, before I leave Wolf, I want to mention these songs for a soprano and baritone. And we get this real treat of Elizabeth Schwarzkopf and Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau recorded in the mid-60s with Gerald Moore accompanying. These are two sets of, the first one is, this is the Italian Liederbuch, and this is the Spanish Liederbuch. In both cases, basically German translations of poetry from either Italian or Spanish poetry. The Italian, they tend to be a little bit shorter songs on themes of love. and you have alternating between the soprano and the baritone. And actually, you get kind of two sides of loves, which is a little bit unique from the male and the female perspective. And then the Spanish leader book, it starts out, it's actually split into two. At the beginning is a set of songs that are on, it's more spiritual themes. And with that chromatic writing, that adds an element of reflection and searching, which is really beautiful. And then something quite different. And then in the second set, it's really more about rapturous, almost sensuous love. It gets really heated, actually, very dramatic. And at times actually playful as well. So quite a variety of themes, and it suits Wolf's music, which shifts around chromatically, and these two are just at the top of their game. The beautiful tone from both, wonderful artistry, and especially the attention and the commitment to the text and the meaning, and Gerald Moore on top of that. These are both just real classic vocal recordings. Thanks for watching. I wish you all a great day and happy listening.